that my heart is living true. It's hard for me to change my mind, but see your eyes are blue. Blue eyes are in the sky. The evergreen is your cradle. Sunshine State, I could never afford it. Bring yourself down to my southern border. I'm right here gonna show you what I'm made of. Now I am for certain that we're more than playing games. Even if I try to know that I can never change the way I feel about you when my blood begins to rush. I start to get the feeling that it's more than just a crush. Blue eyes are in the sky. The evergreen is your cradle. Sunshine State, I can never afford it. Bring yourself down to my southern border. I'm right here gonna show you what I'm made of. Cradle. Sunshine State, I could never afford it. Bring yourself down to my southern border. I'm right here gonna show you what I'm made of. Why so blue eyes? Why so blue eyes? Why so blue eyes? So this second song is called Carried Away. It's off of my Trio record from 2010. And it sounds like it's a conversation between two people, but it's actually a conversation between me and my brain. Been working much too hard, it's time for you to get some rest. The world will go on spinning on its course without your help. You worry me. The world is on my shoulders now, and I'm close to breaking down. I just need your voice to say, don't get carried away. Tired man who can't lie in his bed for fear of missing out. Life just passes right on by, but you can't see through bloodshot eyes. You worry me. The world is on my shoulders now, and I'm close to breaking down. I just need your voice to say, wanted to introduce these guys playing with me. I'm Jim McGee. You're watching Threshold. And this is Mickey McCartney on the guitar and tenor guitar. And I've got Brian Gaddino on the banjo for one tune. And banjo and guitar. But this next song was actually written on a road trip to Vicksburg. And it's got kind of a Civil War theme. It's kind of an eerie battleground that we went to, and it brought out a lot of memories or, like past life weird inclinations, and made me think of this song. And that's what we came out with.
This is AOC Community Media, commercial-free television, radio, and internet for Lafayette. Donate and keep us connected. Support AOC. This is AOC Community Media. Commercial-free television, radio, and internet for Lafayette.
You're watching Threshold. This is Jim McGee, and we're going to take a quick question from the audience.
Hi, have you recorded with other groups before forming this band?
Yeah, I've actually recorded a whole lot as a session musician. I've played on records from John Peterson. I'm playing on the current Matt Babineau record, on Kevin Sakani's new record. We're in the studio right now working on all this stuff, which we're done with one song, which we're going to play for you guys later on today. And we're actually going to play some songs from our Still Music for Humans record, which is Mickey and I's band. This song that we're going to do now is called Just Say Goodbye.
Yeah, this song, I was working at a coffee shop, and there was this girl from Spain. She asked us to write a song, and we liked it so much we decided to keep it for ourselves.
Say goodbye. Please say you're leaving. I know you're leaving me. Please just say goodbye. Please say you're going. I know you're going to cry. What is that look in your eyes? What are you trying to hide? I'll take back what's rightfully mine and give you away. Please, just tell me lies. Just tell me something. I'll start believing you. Please, just tell me lies. Don't be so honest, you know the truth makes me cry. What is that look in your eye? What are you trying to hide? Take back what's rightfully mine and give you away. It's a part of me that I'll never show. It's a part of me you have no use for. It's a part of me that I'll never show. It's a part of me you have to get used to. Say goodbye. Please say you're leaving. I know you're leaving me. Please just say goodbye. Please say you're going. I know you're going to cry. What is that look in your eye? What are you trying to hide? Take back what's rightfully mine and give you away. So I'm I'm a big Tom Waits fan, and was listening to this Tom Waits song, and fallen in love with this girl, and decided to write a tune about it that kind of combined the two things. And I had Brian listen to some of that record, the Tom Waits record that I was listening to, and he crafted guitar parts in that style, so pretty cool. Of your embrace, and when I see your face, the world slips away. Your smile is a burning sun that makes me come undone, unravel me like DNA till you're one. Sarah, you're fairer than anyone I've ever known. I won't compare ya, 'cause you stand alone.
For an extra pop of help, schedule a tutoring session with an AOC instructor. So email info@aocinc.org for more details.
Like us on Facebook at AOC Community Media.
You're watching Threshold with Jim McGee. Are you looking for a good man? Oh, do you want a friend? Are you seeking some forgiveness? Do you want the pain to end? Are you trying to take the high road? Do you feel like giving up? Are you grateful for survival? Have you been given enough? I am kind and true. I am made stronger by all that I've been through. But I've been down so long. Looking up seems wrong. Are you looking for a bad boy? Oh, do you want a thrill? Are you trying to face your problems? Or just take another pill? Do you want someone to die for? Do you want a heart to kill? 'Cause I can take a beating, but that doesn't mean I will. I don't need the misery anymore. Know that good things are in store. Oh, for you, I'm part of the plan. 'Cause I want to be your man. But I've been down so long. That looking up seems wrong. Are you looking for a good man? Oh, do you want a friend? Are you seeking some forgiveness? Do you want the pain to end? Are you trying to take the high road? Do you feel like giving up? Are you grateful for survival? Have you been given enough? You're watching Threshold with Jim McGee. We're going to take an audience question now.
So when are you heading back to the studio?
Well, we're actually in the process of recording right now. We've got a whole new full-length record slated for summer of 2015, and it's going to have a whole bunch of new tunes, some of which we'll be playing tonight, and one of the ones on my first record, though, this next song called Pride. Just one of those days where you thought you'd gone too far. undone. You're looking high and low for all that's true. Just goes to show you don't know what to do. You can't be the one who puts the circles on the sun. You can't see that you're coming undone. I can see the signs ahead telling me that it's all coming to an end. When did you lose your mind and think that we could know what it is we have in store in the end? Or is it all just right? You can't be the one who puts the circles on the sun. You can't see that you're coming undone. And you can't see the truth unless it's right in front of you. You can't see what you're addicted to. Addicted to.
The answer's no again, right? Come on, will ya? Wake up! You could be doing something instead of sleeping your life away! All right, come ready or not, ollie and free! Get out of those socks! It's a brand new, beautiful day! Unused! How's it going, champ? All right. How you having fun? Yeah, good.
Like us on Facebook at AOC Community Media.
You're watching AOC Community Media. Stay tuned for more great content produced by you.
Affect your community. Opine your thoughts. Create your vision. All at AOC Community Media.
You're watching Threshold with Jim McGee. We're going to do this next song. This is going to be the first song off of the new record, and it's called Cut the Line. I don't need you anymore. The sheets have gone cold, and I'm here on my own at home. I don't long for you for myself, 'cause there ain't no one else here at home. I won't cry, 'cause you said goodbye. don't long for you anymore. I look out for myself, 'cause there ain't no one else here at home. Would you believe me if I said that I'm fine? So long together, now it's time to cut that line. It's been a long time. Would you believe me if I said that I'm fine? So long together, now it's time to cut that line. It's been a long time. I don't need you anymore. We've got a question from the audience here.
Hi, I see you guys have an assortment of instruments on the stage today. I was wondering how many guitars you actually own, and a follow-up question, how many hats do you guys collectively own?
I have 5 guitars and over 20 hats.
And how about this guitar, the one you're playing today?
Yeah. It had a bird's nest in it at one point.
So Mickey paid $35 for that guitar because it had a bird living in it. And it's changed hands several times, but it definitely has a cool vibe to it. And my guitar actually is very interesting because it has its name. Its name is Bernie because it survived a house fire back in 2006. And so we glued it back together. Most of the plastic got replaced, like the pick guard melted away, and the nut, the headstock, everything, binding. It was pretty much a disaster. And I mean, I remember, seeing the firefighters putting out the house and seeing this guitar on a stand and just water everywhere on the guitar, but it ended up surviving and actually sounded way better after. So I figured it's a survivor, and I would play it exclusively for my acoustics. And as far as electric guitars, I'm a endorsed artist for James Trussart Guitars, who makes metal electric guitars that are really, really cool. So I'm not playing that tonight, but it's a lot of fun. And also a vintage guitar collector, so I have a lot of classic instruments and classic amps, because if you want the classic tones, you have to get the classic things that make the classic tones. And Brian?
I have 2 really nice guitars, a nice electric guitar and a nice classical guitar. I also have a couple experiments. I have a fretless electric guitar and a 7-string guitar that I tune in major thirds, which is a little unusual. This is actually not my guitar. My friend and student Doug let me borrow this for this, so thank you, Doug, for this guitar. And this is my first and only hat.
So yeah, we got the hat for Brian yesterday, but
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. I think he's reasonably excited about it. But so The next song we're going to do is also off of that first record, which we'll be giving away copies to everyone in attendance here in the studio tonight. This is from the 2005 release, and it's a song called Robot Boy, which is about this gentleman that I knew who had a very flat way of singing songs and writing songs, and his chords would just kind of meander. And he would try to have conversations, but had a lot of difficulty with it. So I started tying that idea in with the Pinocchio story of, like, you know, maybe he is a robot boy, and maybe he's just trying to become a real boy eventually. And, you know, so kind of tie the two together to make this one. Robot boy, everybody knows there's something wrong within. There's wires and cables hiding underneath your skin, hidden from the world. Robot boy, it must be hard trying to fit in. And conversation poses its own little problems when you're a machine. You just wanna be a real boy someday. No emotion comes to help you to relate. Here's my sympathy. Here's my empathy. I'll be sad. I'll be sad for you. Robot boy, your model is becoming obsolete. You'll soon find you'll be put out on the streets like yesterday's news. You just wanna be a real boy someday. No emotion comes to help you to relate. Here's my sympathy. Here's my empathy. I'll be sad. I'll be sad for you. You just wanna be a real boy someday. No emotion comes to help you to relate. Here's my sympathy. Here's my empathy. I'll be sad. I'll be sad for you. So you're watching Threshold with Jim McGee, and we are going to take one more question from the audience.
Hey Jim, have you ever written anything and decided later on that it was too harsh to put out?
Yeah. Mickey and I have a catalog of over 200 songs, most of which are pretty harsh, I guess. But there's a small handful that were probably not playable, and then some that are playable, but they're kind of, on the fence.
Bitter.
But, Mickey comes up with songs that, sometimes say you're playing it at a family thing, and, your aunt just doesn't approve of the song, or there's some that are quite questionable as far as that goes. But the next one we're going to do is actually not super harsh, but it will be my accordion debut. So we'll see what happens. I've never played accordion in front of anyone before, but maybe Mickey can tell you a little bit about some harsh songs while I switch over.
Well, they say, someone told me that you only have 3 things to write about, and that's women, God, and death. And so I guess a lot of times with women, I tend to write harsh songs, but the older I get, I'm probably more harsh on myself when you look deep down into the lyrics. But, you want to tell the story on this song?
Yeah, go ahead, man. So, the song's called Jesus Is Your Man, and
it's not irreverent. It's this one girl I think Jim was talking to, and couldn't get her to go out.
She had more of a commitment, that in that way. So I gave Mickey the subject title, and he's like, "Oh, I can definitely write a song about that." And then we've been kind of bouncing it back and forth, title-wise. But here we go. Telling me Jesus is your man. What you're saying you don't understand. Being with someone good is part of God's plan. You and I were made to walk hand in hand. You and I were made to be in love. Fit together like a hand fits in a glove. And I keep saying that friendship is not enough. It's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. You keep telling me Jesus is your man. But he can't kiss your lips the way I can. I'm not saying that you shouldn't love the Lord, but he should be worshipped, not adored. You and I were made to be a pair. I need you like a drowning man needs air. Being with the King of Kings ain't fair, but I say a prayer for you, and I know my heart is true. You keep telling me Jesus is your man, but he made flesh and blood to rule the land. It wasn't quite enough with only a man. What good is Well, like a hand fits in a glove, I keep pushing until you've had enough. You've had enough of me. You've had enough of me. You keep telling me Jesus is your man, but what you're saying you don't understand. Alright, so this next song's called Mouse, and it is my favorite song that I've ever written. And Brian plays my favorite guitar parts ever on this song, so very excited. Hour out of every day to drop all the things I picked up along the way. Stacks of boxes in an otherwise empty house. I should be a lion, but sometimes I am a mouse. Give and take, reciprocate, relate. A little for you, a little for me, and it all adds up to me. Everybody's tugging at me. One by one they each take a piece. I spend the day making you happy, but what do you do for me? Just give and take, reciprocate, relate. My job to keep it all running smooth. My responsibility and none for you. Sometimes I like to get up and walk away. Forget all the bills I have to pay. Give and take, reciprocate, relate. So, we're going to do a song called Queen of My Parade. fight for your possessions. You might be the one who is the root of my obsession. I might be the only one with whom you might agree. You might be the only one for me. I might be the one who will communicate. You might be the one who will tie on to the reins. I might be the only one to think of all these things. You might be the only one for me. Hold on, tell me where you're going. Tell me if I'm right or if my towel I should just throw it. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You'll be back tomorrow, or at least that's what I'm hoping for today. I might be the one who will look after you in age. You might be the one who is the queen of my parade. I might be the only one to think of all these things. You might be the only one for me. I might be the one who will awake you with a smile. You might be the one who will unleash my inner child. I might be the only one with whom you might agree. You might be the only one for me. Hold on, tell me where you're going. Tell me if I'm right or if my towel I should just throw it. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You'll be back tomorrow, or at least that's what I'm hoping for today. I might need you to explain to find out what you need. You might need to find out what I need you to explain. I might need to make sure that